I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just got to drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
That is not true.
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, pop the trunk.
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
And my name is Mel.
And we're real life sisters, and we get on this podcast every single week and talk about what the heck we want to talk about. And this morning's kind of intro was, or afternoon, depending on what time you're listening, was hair.
It was.
So
that's why we want to thank our sponsors, Earnin and Vegamore, because they're the best, and we're going to tell you about them in this episode.
you would not know that I've done this consistently since 2018, the way that I always forget to do that. All right.
Hilarious.
We're gin and juice. I'm often the juice. She's always the gin. And we just talk about whatever. So we always start with the segment we like to call Long Story Short. We just kind of catch you up on the things that's happening over the course of the week since we last saw you. What you got?
I only have one thing, and I've popped the trunk on this before. I'm positive we've discussed this, but I just need to express what I have experienced last week. I subscribe and then unsubscribe to a lot of newspapers, journals, things like that, because I'm always like looking into cases and stuff like that. So like New York Times, blah, blah, blah. And also a lot of local, like smaller local publications I will subscribe to if I'm following a particular case. What I did recently when I was like auditing my accounts and realizing that I've been getting charged from this very local, smaller publication. So I was like, I need to cancel this because I don't even follow this anymore. So I saw it on my account. So then you could just like put it what's in there and then just Google it and see who is this exactly. So that's what I did. It was very difficult to figure out what this was. It's in Clayton County, actually, Georgia. And so I eventually find what I believe to be the website. And I don't know my account, but apparently when I subscribed, I did save on my computer. So then it already knew to log me in.
Oh,
Praise
that's
the
God's
Lord
grace.
for that. Okay. They logged me in, and there is literally nowhere to unsubscribe. Okay. So I am searching and searching. I can't even, usually it'll say like, if you're here to unsubscribe, either call this number, send this email, whatever. It took so long to even find that point, right? Eventually I find it. There's an email address that it says to email. I email it. I get a bounce back from the email address. And I did this probably 2 months ago when I first realized it. So I emailed it again because I'm like, surely there's no bounce back from a company that is debiting my account every single month. So I'm like, I don't know what to, okay. I got frustrated because I couldn't figure out. And then there was a phone number. It was late at night. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to just call this people tomorrow and try to figure it out. Long story short, I don't call immediately. I forget, takes a while, whatever. Yep. So the other day, I was like, let me call them people because I tried to email again, still bounce back. So I call, and this lady is like, so what is the publication? And I'm like, ma'am, now listen.
Who do you work for? Because who do you work?
Yeah,
because it's your publication.
So she's like, well, we have a lot of counties and like county publications under us, and so I'm not sure which one. I said, well, my name. I gave her my name, gave her my email address. I cannot find in Clayton County. I just cannot see it. I said, at first I'm like, oh, this is so bizarre, and so I'm like, the email doesn't even have an account number. I can't even give you an account number. I can't give you any kind of like specific number outside of my email address for you to reference my account. Yeah. And then, so she's like, I'm just so sorry. I cannot find it. So then I said, well, this is sounding like a scam.
It sure
is. Because, ma'am, let
me
me tell you what. You have been debiting my account
consistently
for over 6 months. On your on your website, there is no clear way to unsubscribe. I email, and the email gets a bounce back, and now I call you, and you gonna tell me that you can't even find my account.
But you can find my account and debit me?
Yes. And you can't even you don't apparently have access to the county publication that I signed up for, even though you are the number I'm supposed to call. this is sounding like a scam and I'm going to need to talk to somebody other than you or we going to have a problem.
Correct.
She said, hold on. 5 seconds later, 5 seconds, it was like this. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I found it. You're unsubscribed. You won't be getting billed. Your next bill was supposed to be on April 28th. That won't happen.
Yeah. You found it now because now you know I'm serious. Yep. That's what you needed to do.
I was like,
because it wasn't even somebody else. It was her directly.
It was 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I said, can you send me an email?
Correct. Confirming
that this will not be debited anymore. She said, yes, I am sending right now. Hit send. And then was like, have a good day. I'm like, okay, cool. I check my email. It is an email. It says like Lauren Smith, your account has been unsubscribed. Thank you. Bye. With her name at the end. I said, I'm going to have to go to Clayton County and set it on fire because why?
Why?
Who are y'all?
Who were they still emailing you the stuff? The publications, the news articles or whatever?
Yes.
I hate them. I hate them.
So now I have to wait till
verify.
April 28th to see if they actually debit my account again. And then I'm going to have to act
a full donkey
ass that I have to act because why? I was like, I'm going to call the BBB or the
Better Business Bureau, all the people.
Calling somebody because this don't make no sense. So anyway, that is my
hopefully
long story short.
Hopefully her confirmed this has been canceled email. Is it on American Express though?
No, it was before I was putting things on there like an idiot. So it's
American Express don't
I know, and I'm so mad. It's directly to my account. I should find the dang on email. This lady, literally, it's like, your account is canceled now.
I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody out there is considering getting an American Express card, do get one. I had a graphic designer that we were using, and he was supposed to create like a EPK and redo my website and all of these things. And he kept pushing the timeline for when he was going to do it to the point where it got to like 4 or 5 months.
Oh.
And eventually I was like, oh, this isn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. But because how much time lapse, normally with the bank, it's like 30 days, like to a close of your statement.
Yeah.
And so I called American Express and I was like, I have correspondence because I was email him and he kept giving me timelines. Or toward the end, I was like, you know what? Just forget it. Like, I'll just go a different route. Give me a refund. And so like, okay, I'm processing your refund. And then the refund wouldn't come. So I would email again. Oh, sorry. I was out of town. I'm processing your refund. Time would pass. No refund would come. So I was like, I'm done fooling with you. I'm going to call American Express. I sent them all the stuff. Girl, they refunded me every dollar.
Man.
Every dollar. I said, okay.
Everything going forward would be on the Amex. This is her email. Look, your account is canceled.
Wait, the subject.
The subject is there's nobody except her signature. Your account is canceled. And then it's like npco.com. It's the
hilarious.
So if y'all see me on the news in Clayton County, this will be why. Because what is happening, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Tell us your long story short.
Do you want to do this situation?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. While I'm over here talking about who is debiting my account, hello, let me tell you about Earnin, because that is the opposite of debiting your account. It's going to help you earn in some money. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck. Then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. So if you want to have a special night out, if you need to get a gift for somebody and you forgot, if you need, how birthdays be sneaking up on you like, oh, shoot, their birthday's tomorrow. And now all of a sudden you ain't got no money because you didn't know, you didn't budget that into this month. And now the new month hasn't started and you ain't got no money, but you need some money. That's where Earnin can help you. Or if you need new dress, school clothes, or shoes for you, yourself, your kids, your kids, or your partner is what I was going to say. Regardless, this is how Earnin can be of help and of service to you. Make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability, security. It gives me a peace of mind. So download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Jen under podcast when you sign up, and it'll really help our show. That's Jen under podcast. If you're going to use Earnin, make sure you use our code. Subject to your available earnings, location, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Very good. A little bit about my week. Isaiah got his driver's license officially. He's officially a legally licensed driver. And did we show you the picture?
Mm-mm. I need to come up with something for him to drive to my house for.
I will remind me to send this picture to.
Oh, did we send this to our family?
No. Okay. Remind me to send this picture to Aubrey, and I will include it. She could just include me. I was trying not to. What's the family chat name?
That's that bloodline.
Oh, bloodline. That's right. I was trying to not cry.
Oh.
I was trying to look like I wasn't crying when the reality was that I was crying. And so you ever look like you're crying but trying not to cry in a picture?
Yes.
That's absolutely.
Oh, I think I saw the picture.
Okay, I can't find
Kev
it right
sent
now.
it.
Yeah, Kev sent it. And the sun was in my eye as well. So I'm kind of like this and but also kind of crying but trying to smile.
Yes.
I look absolutely ridiculous.
Aww.
And it was so funny because I just knew. I was like, I'm not afraid that he won't get it. I'm actually afraid that he is going to get his license. And so he absolutely passed on the first go. It was great. He drove home. I was like freaking out. And now instantly he wants to drive everywhere. He wants to drive when we're out of town next week. Like he's just like, I can drive. Like you guys don't have to worry about it.
He can.
Really quickly, this is my first car and I really don't know what I'm doing, but I think I'm grown news. He is a senior, so he gets out early. And he and his friends wanted to shoot a video, so he stayed after. Mind you, this is the day we left for Dallas. Mm-hmm. He left his car on with the radio and the AC, but the ignition wasn't on, so the battery died.
Of course it did.
And so we had to have Vinny go out and help him or whatever. But this was what was so funny. So he's like, I figured out what happened. I don't want you guys to panic, but this is what happened. And he's on the phone with me. He's like, and I'm gonna ask these nice people to help jump my car. I said,
wait.
I said, are you trying to look like a target? You are going to get kidnapped. He said, no, Mom, you don't have to, or Mother is what they said. You don't have to worry. They look like nice people. So I said,
was he kidding? He was serious.
No. Oh. Excuse me. Literally, excuse me. Can you guys help me? I said, Isaiah, what are you doing? Stop talking to people. What? He's like, no, they look like nice people. I said, kidnappers look nice until they kidnap you.
Amen.
What are you trying? I said, get in the car. Get it and put the hood down. So then he FaceTimes me. How do you put the hood down?
Oh, Lord.
And this is why you can't drive.
This is how he learns.
This is why you can't drive.
Wait,
I want you to know.
How you put the hood down?
This is why you can't. A, this is why you can't drive. And B, this is why you think you're grown and you reminded me every day you're a child. Every day you want to tell me it's fine, it's okay, I know what I'm doing. And every day you remind me that you don't know what you're doing.
Is he talking to strangers?
I said, little boy, what? I said, are you trying to look like a target? He's like,
hey, I'm here by myself.
He's like, I'm 17.
My car?
I'm a man. Like, I know what I'm doing. He
is a big person now. He's close to adulthood, however.
This is the difference between men and women, I guess. Because there's no world as a 17-year-old woman that I'm doing this.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Not. Oh, my.
And the fact that you feel so confident. And he's like, I don't understand. I have my driver's license. I said, your mother's requirements and the state's requirements are different.
Very different. Such a good point.
So I don't care that you're legally able to drive. You have to meet my standard before I just let you willy-nilly go off and do whatever you want to do. Absolutely not.
That's funny.
So, yes, he's fully licensed. He went to In-N-Out yesterday. and came in. He get on my nerves because he thinks he's so big. He come in the house with his little drink and his little thing. I'm like, you think you big? You think you big? What?
Just
what?
made a little pit
Yeah,
stop.
you know, mind you, I'm cooking. Oh, I just want a little in and out.
Ew, In and Out is gross.
And
Anyway.
it's so gross. You're so LA and you don't want in and out. You just want to get in your car and go because you think you're grown.
It's the excitement of being.
I can't
having your
stand it.
license.
Be little. Then we saw Julie. We went to Dallas and we saw Julie. And he's so tall.
Aww.
And so I was talking to him. He was going out with his little girlfriend or whatever. And so we're just giving him a hard time. Where are you going? What's the timing? Like, it's already late. Da, 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 da. And he's talking down to me, answering. I said, when I'm fussing at you, you bend your knees.
I need to be bigger than you.
Yeah, exactly. I can't fuss at you doing this.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Bend your knees so I can fuss at you eye to eye.
That's
Don't look down on
hilarious.
me while I'm yelling at you. Then Isaiah just sent me and Kev a listing for an apartment complex.
Oh.
I said, what did I say? That's where you want to live? He said, yes. I know what I said yesterday. I know I said I want my kids to go to HBCU. I want them to grow up.
He's gonna move
I want them to
out?
move. I know what I said
And
yesterday.
to keep his room at your house?
Today I don't want none of that to happen. Yes, I want you to stay in that room
Aww.
and hush your mouth because you think you're grown.
He
and
is
right now, if I
grown.
called you to make something to eat, you know what you would make? Eggs.
Wait, but is he gonna move out?
Yes, he wants to move out.
Oh.
I told him he has to get like a little 2-bedroom so Joe can go over there.
And do what?
I don't know. Be brothers.
Okay. This is a lot.
I've been like crying. I haven't the whole time we were in Dallas, I didn't breathe. Like I literally did not breathe. I was just like on pins and needles the whole
Because
time.
you guys were gone and he was here driving.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That would stress me out.
And he's just like and Kev ain't no better. Okay. Me and Kev, we're not on the same page about our level of
hilarious.
comfort. We go back and forth
Yeah.
about things we're comfortable with. So immediately Kev is like, I don't have to take him to school no more. Signed up for a different gym.
I was gonna say that's a great thing.
I'm signing up
Not
for a different
having
gym.
to take him.
Isaiah, I dropped Joe off this morning. I came home. Isaiah was leaving. He didn't know how to defrost his windows. I grabbed Micaiah's blanket that's still in my car to to clear off his window. Isaiah put in the group chat, bye, I'm leaving. Kev said, bye. I'm like,
Drive safe. Have a good day. Call me if you need me.
I've been stressed.
Oh,
I really haven't. It's actually a lot. No, I'm not even going to lie. This is.
him moving out is a lot. I feel like driving is like exciting, but him moving out is like, oh, you got your own place, huh?
Yeah,
You have your own address?
he's trying.
You gonna have something? What you got to do over there? Nothing. So
I
come
told him
home.
he has to make my dreams come true, though. I want him to like come home on the weekends and wash clothes or
Oh
something.
my gosh!
And then I'll like
he's gonna be you.
make
Melissa used
fried
to come.
chicken.
Melissa and Kevin used to come home every single
we
weekend
did.
when they were in college. I used to be like, y'all niggas is back.
Because we only went
Why?
to Seattle. It was up the street.
I know, but you guys like consistently came home, went to
every
church.
weekend. No.
Like came home every weekend, went to
For
church
4 years.
and then left and drove back to Seattle that night. I used to be like, let me tell you why I'm moving to Atlanta.
Yes.
Because I'm not coming here on the weekends.
Yes.
The commitment.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. I'm having a moment right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Him getting his license is like,
That is a big deal.
little boy, I need you to stay little, okay? Don't
He's
you come in
big.
here with your little. You should have saw him. First of all, he drank most of the drink inside of the In and Out and his little bag of food, and just came like a full man.
Yeah.
I was like,
He
you
had a
gotta.
day.
You gotta relax.
That's
So
funny.
anyway, that's his little thing. We went to Dallas this weekend. I did the Legends and Lilies brunch, which was a great time. I met Sonia,
Oh yeah, Richard Ross.
Melanie.
What?
This woman is the sweetest person I've ever met in my entire
Aw.
life. And I didn't meet her long. Like, I don't even want to
Yeah.
put out there that I met her for a very long time. Did not. She sat at the table with us, her and her mom, actually.
Oh yeah. Her mom
And
seems like a good time.
they were, this is what happened. Kev posted that grief video.
uh-huh.
Okay. And so it started like it went low key kind of viral.
It did.
Like
It was going.
Yeah.
A lot of people that resonated with.
Yes. And so Kev was telling me, like, obviously he was asking me like how I thought it should go or whatever. And I was like, honestly, I think people relate to it, do it.
Yeah.
I still didn't think it would do like kind of what it did.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh my God, like this is low key taking off. Like it took off on TikTok. It just went everywhere. Yeah. And so I was like, we had time. So I was like, oh, let me pull up the comments. Bad.
Oh.
Dumb
Everybody's
mistake.
in there talking about all the people they lost.
Oh my God.
It made me sad too.
So I started crying.
Oh.
Because I don't know, I guess I can say this because it's public, but the Budgetnista lost her husband a little while ago, kind of suddenly. She didn't talk about it for a while, and then like she made the announcement. And so she put in there, and I started going back to when she announced it, and I got sad.
Oh.
And so I was reading everybody else, I got sad. And I started crying. And so she's sitting across from me, like basically
Sonia
where the
Richards
camera
Ross?
Sonia is. And she sees me cry because I like put down my phone because I'm like, oh girl, you're about to go
pull it
on the
together.
stage. Yeah, you got to pull it together. And so I start crying. And so she whispers,
Aww.
and I said, I just need a moment. So I walk away, go to Kevin. I can see her kind of like checking on me out the corner of her eye. And I'm like,
so
you are such
sweet.
a dummy. Like, why would you read these comments right now? Why would you read these comments right
Yes,
now? You're
girl.
way too sensitive for
Yes.
this. So I go to Kev. He's like, why would you do this?
Why would you,
know,
ma'am?
we're kind of laughing about it because I'm being a dummy. So I stay over there for a minute and I'm like getting myself together. Kev is not helpful because I'm like, do I look like I'm crying? I need to go back. He's like, no, it looks like you were just crying. No, it does. I said, well, can I fix my... No, it looks a mess. You should go fix it because it does look like you were just crying.
You look terrible.
Basically. And I was like, oh, thanks. Okay. I don't know what to do now because I don't have my makeup stuff here. I just got to like figure it out. So anyway, when I came back, she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. And she does this little wink thing. I was like, I feel like your soul is sweet.
Aww.
Like, I just feel like your whole spirit, your whole aura is like the sweetest.
Yeah.
She was just sweet.
That's amazing. I'm happy she's not on Real Housewives anymore. She was not a great fit for
is
that
she not?
show. I don't believe she is.
I could see why.
She was not a great fit for
I
that
could see
show.
why she's not a great fit because she is sweet.
She was trying, I feel like, to keep up with the girls, and she just couldn't.
I don't think it's in her nature. I really think the whole of who she is really sweet and like optimistic and like caring and just
not what that show is about at all.
Yeah. You can't do
gotta be quick, honey.
Specifically on Atlanta.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be quick and okay with being rude and mean and going low sometimes.
No, and I don't think that's her. Again, I ain't meet her for long.
Yeah.
Okay, so she could absolutely get what I don't know. And I don't mean this disrespectfully, so I don't even.
No,
okay, good.
I don't either.
I really mean she came across as just very nice, very sweet, very genuine. I was just like, I think you're the sweetest person on planet Earth right now. She was just really, really, really sweet. After that, or I'm sorry, before that, I tried on my dress.
Oh, it's here? They flew it here?
No, it's in Dallas.
Oh, it's in Dallas. Why?
Because remember the place in New York that I didn't like it the first time?
Oh,
They
that's
ended
right.
up having
That's right. And then that's right. Okay.
Um,
It's done?
No, I'm going to show you, ma'am. I'm sorry I can't show you guys.
Why would you do that right now? That's not nice.
No, because I want them to hear your reaction. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, here it is. Okay, here we go. You guys will eventually see it. So this is it without all the stuff.
Oh.
And then this is with that make-believe.
Oh, I was like, what? Oh, that's beautiful.
So you can see this was the bones. That's why it wasn't done. They just wanted to make
got
sure.
confused in the
So
beginning.
was Kev. Kev was like, I don't remember the
know
dress.
what's happening.
I don't remember the dress looking like
It's
that.
amazing, though. When you put this, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. It's
So
gonna
I'm
be so good.
excited.
It's gonna be so good. I cannot wait.
Yeah. So you guys will get to see it eventually,
It's gonna be
but
beautiful.
I'm very excited. It fit really well. The lady that was doing like the alterations is the person who like stitched it all together. One thing about me, one thing you will know about me, the person who does something for me when they're excited, that's how I know they feel like they did it.
Oh.
This woman, it's amazing.
It is.
This is beautiful. This is just, you're not even going to need very many alterations. She was so excited about her work that it made me excited about her work. It's white, it's a white dress. I am
beautiful.
just, It's so pretty. And I was honestly really
So
nervous
perfect.
because
Is
I
it? You want to make sure it doesn't.
oh,
Okay.
so thank you. Because I thought that I may feel a way about it because it's been so long and I didn't
Oh,
all the way
yeah.
remember. Yeah. And so
But you loved it again.
oh my God, I loved it. I loved it all over again.
It's so perfect. I love
loved
it.
it all over again. Yes, if you're on the Patreon, you will
I
be
love
able
it. I
to
love it. I love it.
view the vow renewal on the day
Come
the
on,
day
live
of.
stream
Yeah,
link.
it will be live
You
stream.
see it?
Okay, that's it. I will do
I
my
love it.
Saks gift card situation a little bit later.
Okay.
So yeah, we can close out. Long story short, you want to do that situation?
This situation? Yes, I do. If you heard us in the beginning talking about hair, okay, and how much of a hassle and what I'm going to wear to the wedding, it won't matter because Melissa will look amazing and her dress will be stunning. So nobody will be paying attention to me. However, even guests in the audience want their hair to look good, and that is why I'm so excited to tell you about Vegamore. Real change happens when you're consistent, and achieving the hair of your dreams is no exception. Thanks to Vegamore, sticking to your hair routine has never been easier, and you're going to see results that you've always wanted. Like I said, my commitment to hair is unrivaled, okay? I will commit. If you tell me that it works, I'm all in. And all the people are saying that Vegamore is, again, going to help get you the results that you've always wanted. Vegamore products are 100% cruelty-free and are never formulated with potentially harmful chemicals like parabens or hormones. When it comes to seeing results, the key is consistency. The key to most things is consistency, especially with your hair, and making it a part of your daily routine. Since using it, you are going to be so happy with how your hair looks and feels. For best results, a minimum of 3 months is necessary for visibly fuller, healthier, and thicker looking hair. Excuse me. We have told you guys before that somebody on Melissa's team loves Vegamore, has told us about how much it works, how much she loves it. It's one of the things that makes me excited about the product. And they have so many different products that you also can choose from, including the Grow Hair Serum, which is something that you can just easily incorporate into your hair routine. So, fun fact, Vegamore sells 1 bottle of Grow Hair Serum every 15 seconds on their website. That's how good their stuff is. So, elevate your hair wellness routine this year with Vegamore. For a limited time, get 20% off of your first subscription order by going to vegamore.com/Jen and use code Jen at checkout. That's Vegamore, VEGAMOUR.com/Jen. Code Jen to save 20% on your first order. Vegamore.com/Jen. Code Jen. Vegamore again is VEGAMOUR.com. If you're looking for some new hair products, if you're trying to figure out what's going to work for you, use Vegamore, enter our code, and then tell us how you like it.
Very good. Pop the trunk.
Sure. Let's do that.
Hello, Gin and Juice. I'm ready to pop the trunk. I was at dinner the other night at a nice restaurant, and the bathrooms were some kind of pods. It was like the toilet was just in a pod, basically, and the sinks were outside. Anyways, I go into the bathroom, lock the door, which is a little sliding lock on the door. The second I go in, a person is trying to open the door. I'm like, someone's in here. 2 seconds later, another person trying to open the door. Someone's in here. The third time somebody tries to open the door, they're just so aggressively shaking it that it slides the lock open and the door flies open with me sitting there on the toilet. This guy's looking at me, and I'm also on my period. I was so mad. So I'm popping the trunk on him for banging that door open. I'm also popping the trunk on the restaurant who decided to have bathrooms styled like that could easily be taken open. I'm popping the trunk on the maintenance man who has not fixed that lock because that had to have happened to somebody before. I'm popping the trunk at whoever I heard laughing in the background because they better have been laughing at him and not at me because that is absurd. I'm popping the trunk on everybody. Somebody fix it, please, because I'm not trying to be on the toilet while people can look at me.
No, that was a pop the trunk.
That was great.
That was fantastic.
just-
She said the maintenance man. She said E for giving me a period. The woman that knocked on the
store
door.
owner, the person
store
who
owner.
built this building brick by brick.
Come on.
Construction, everyone.
Somebody do something, John.
Do something,
Because why
John.
isn't this lock fixed? Because I know I'm not the first.
That
There's
is
no way in the
so
world I'm the first.
funny. Yes.
I hate when people do that.
Oh my gosh, when you're in the restroom and it doesn't even matter if your story doesn't end the way hers does, but when you're in the restroom and someone tries to get in, it's the worst
Panic.
that comes. Oh, it's like I'm here. Hello, I'm in here.
Yes, you start holding the stall, kicking the door. Everybody stop. I'm in here. My drawers is down. Don't see me. It's the worst.
It's the worst.
It is the absolute worst.
Oh, that was a good pop the trunk. Thank you. Yes.
It
Pop the
was.
trunk on all the people because they
Everybody.
deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Hello. My pop the trunk is I'm trying to figure out how these political people are texting me, asking me to vote for them. I don't know who you are. I don't know how you got my phone number. But y'all also have enough nerve to ask me if I wanted to stop, to opt out. To text stop, to opt out. I didn't opt in. So why am I opting out? I don't understand it. I don't know who you are, Billy Bob, and I don't know who you are, Becky Sue. But why did you get my phone number, or how did you get my phone number to text me and then have the nerve to ask me to take the initiative to text stop to opt out? I don't understand it. And yeah, so that's my pop the trunk for the week. Because I'm tired of looking at all these text messages and deleting people that I don't know.
Wait, I feel like she's more upset that they ask her to say stop. She's upset like, okay, y'all text me like enough, but I'm the one that has to text stop. But y'all start. I never text start. Why? I don't understand why I have to do more work and you guys did this. Such a valid point.
So why do I have to stop it?
Amen.
You figure out how to take me off
Hey.
because I never asked to be on.
It's a valid point, honey. It's a valid point.
That's me. One thing about me, I am quick. Stop.
I do too. Oh, does it need to be all
All
caps,
caps?
or does it need to be capital then lowercase? Whatever the formatting is of your stop, you will get that stop because I want you to stop.
Me too. That is hilarious because I did not know that was a thing for everybody. But if your stop is all caps, guess what you're getting? An all caps stop.
100%.
If it's just the S, lowercase T-O-P, guess what you're getting? Capital S, lowercase T-O-P.
Yes.
You will get it. Do you want to stay in? Yes or no? No.
Yes, I want you to know I want it to be clear. You should stop texting my phone. It don't work. It don't matter anyway. They just text from a different number and act like it's a different candidate. You should just be mad.
The human experience is so universal.
Oh, my goodness.
There are so many things that we all
Yes.
do that binds us as humanity.
Somebody somebody tweeted this past weekend how, matter of fact, let me try to find the tweet. Somebody tweeted, y'all cooking or going out for dinner. It was on Friday.
Okay.
And then somebody responded, Black people don't cook on Fridays, babe. And I was like, oh wait, is that a
Is
thing?
this universal?
Because it'd be like, Friday's here. Everybody fend for yourself Friday. That's what it is.
For yourself Friday.
And a bunch of people were like, yeah, nobody cooks on Fridays. And I said, is this a shared experience? I didn't know.
I didn't know this was a thing. 'Cause I
experience.
think because we feel like it's time to clock out.
Yeah, it's the
It's
week.
Friday. Yeah. Especially if you work during the day.
Yeah.
You're not. Nara Smith me is out. And I love Nara Smith, okay? But
They serve me her content because of you now.
does it not inspire you to make homemade Oreos?
No.
You don't want to.
No.
You don't want to
I
make
know.
homemade Rice Krispie. Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereals.
Sure don't. Let me tell you what I did do, though. Let me tell you what Nara Smith inspires me to do. To go on Uber Eats. Okay? I look at her videos and then I'll be like, I wonder if Uber Eats got what she just made. So I went on Uber Eats. That's his true story. Okay? This happened on Twitter. Everybody saying nobody cooks. Nara Smith. I realized that Nobu will deliver to me.
Noble will?
Nobu. I said, oh, well, this is a problem. So then
We need to go to your house on Friday.
I saw that Nobu will deliver lychee martinis to me.
So then I was like, I don't care what I order. I just for sure want the martinis. So then I ordered the martinis first and then just added a bunch of random stuff on there. I didn't even eat the other stuff. I should have because it cost me a lot of money.
Yes.
But I drank the martinis though. And now all I can think about is reordering Nobu now that I know that they delivered to me.
Hilarious.
So, anyway.
That is hilarious. Nara Smith is the content that I just look at and smile.
Oh
I
my
will never
gosh.
do any of the things, but I do find it quite enjoyable to watch somebody else do all of this unnecessary
Home cooking,
cooking.
all the stuff.
All the
All the
time.
stuff.
8, 9 months pregnant, finna give birth. Go make your money. Because let me just go on this one tangent on her.
Yep.
For all the people that have her as trad wife, I want you to know this woman's making buku money.
Oh, absolutely.
Buku money. Yes, she is cooking. I understand that. And yes, it's homemade. But I also want you to understand that that's a business.
Absolutely.
She's running a business. And the views that she is getting,
Dollars.
dollars.
They turn into dollars.
And she don't make no little bit,
She's
bit views.
Multiple videos getting millions
It be a
of
lot of
views.
bit views. I'm sure she has that. That's what I'm saying. It is a business. Someone said, I'm sure she has the nannies and the team. Correct. Because
She is making money.
what she is cooking is a job.
Yes.
She is not cooking because I'm sure in the beginning
Yeah.
she did it, and I do know her story. She had like eczema really bad, and she had a lot of like flare-ups, and that was actually part of the reason she started doing a lot of home cooking, because it allowed her to control what she was consuming, which would minimize her flare-ups.
Got it. Uh-huh.
So I do understand in the beginning. However, at this point,
Yes.
the benefit is also that,
Also.
in addition to
100%.
the fact that she's making money.
Absolutely.
She's making money. You
And
can believe that. And whatever team you think she has, she does.
And ain't no problem with that either.
And ain't no problem with that either. Because truth be told, while she is projecting, I get, and I don't know if she's projecting or people just put it on her. I don't really know. But outside of like the trad wife thing, most of the family influencers that you follow probably have nannies too.
Absolutely.
They just have their kids in the content.
Yes, yes.
But on the days that they're not shooting, they probably have nannies too.
Or you know that mama or that sister or that mom-in-law that lives with them.
Yeah.
That's the nanny.
That's the nanny too.
You see how that works?
Yeah, so
You see how that works?
I just want y'all to be clear.
And there is no shame
Exactly.
or a problem with that.
I just want y'all to know
Get the
that.
help.
Correct.
Amen. If you
Correct.
can, especially if you can afford it.
Come on.
Get the help.
Come on.
And then make the content and make the money.
Correct.
It's all the people who be confused by that is why I be like, y'all,
That's
y'all are
what I'm
silly.
saying. I'm like, I don't understand. Y'all realize people that make content with those type of views, that's their job.
That's their job.
She on days she want to not, she can't. Because that's her job at this point.
Yeah. The same way that you get up pissed and go to your 9 to 5, some days she be like, I don't feel like doing this, but
Absolutely.
let me make butter
Correct. Let me make this butter.
and smile in the camera.
Yes.
Because that's her version of 9 to 5. That's it.
Correct. Anyway, we're off of her. All right, moving on to
Yes.
Take TV.
Yes, because there's so many things to talk about. Do you want to start?
Did we say that whatchamacallit is gone?
Who?
Cam?
Oh, no.
We didn't announce it, but Cam is gone, y'all.
It's gone.
He got a new job.
Baby, oh,
and moved to
Yeah,
outside of LA. I don't want to put his business out on the street. And so Amir is here if you happen to hear Amir in the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gone. I'm really sad. Me and Kev are like very sad
Yeah.
because Cam,
He was amazing. You guys grew to love him. He was great.
He was great.
Amir's also great.
Amir is also great. And okay, good. And anytime low-key Cam would get stuck, he would call it me. Everybody calls him Mir for everything,
yeah.
okay? But yeah, Cam is he is off being a child, being somebody's father,
I was
okay?
gonna say a daddy and an employee.
Yeah. So he's no longer here at KOS Studios. He is off doing bigger and better. And I don't take that offensively. Do bigger and do better.
Do the things.
Okay, so with that said, just two things that I want to say. Number one, Kevin and I have been watching the Gerard Carmichael show
Okay.
on HBO Max or HBO, whatever
It's
it's
a
called.
reality show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's reality-like.
Oh, is it like a parody? of it?
No, it's a reality
Okay,
show,
okay.
but it's like a very...
He's a comedian.
Yes,
Okay.
he is a comedian,
Okay.
and it is following him. So it is reality,
Okay.
but it's not like you know how reality these days is very like scripted.
Yeah.
This is like a real raw reality
Okay.
that we
Aren't used to?
should not.
Oh, not even not used to.
No,
We
no.
shouldn't see.
We shouldn't see this.
Oh.
It is the most uncomfortable
Oh.
show I have ever watched.
Why?
So last night I'm gonna give you it's kind of like docu-reality, but they didn't edit enough stuff out.
Oh.
They didn't.
They forgot to cut it in post.
Yeah.
Run it back in post
c-
again.
correct.
Okay.
The stuff that we shouldn't see as the viewing public
Uh-huh.
that he allowed us to see, we shouldn't see.
Ooh,
So
okay.
last night, this is what happened.
Is it a weekly?
Yeah,
or
every
is it-
Friday.
Okay.
8
okay.
episodes. Last night was episode 4, as
Okay.
I got all my fingers up. So he takes this road trip with his dad.
Okay.
And it's in the midst of him, like he also does like a little bit of stand-up bits, which I couldn't imagine being in the audience when he's doing this stand-up, because it's not ha ha this funny.
Okay.
This is like, should we pray now?
Okay.
So he's like, I never talk to my dad. Like on stage, I never talk to my dad. I could be in the room with my mom, still not talking to my dad. He's just in there. So then it unfolds what's happening in the relationship. So he goes on this road trip with his dad, and it eventually comes out
The
that
dad
his
that
dad,
he doesn't talk to.
correct.
Okay.
So it's silent in most of it's so uncomfortable because they lean into,
The silence.
they lean in. Yes. You know how I just told you I don't talk to him? Y'all gonna see that part.
Okay.
So y'all just gonna get an angle
Okay.
of me and my dad in the car, and we just not gonna say no words to one
Okay.
another. It's very awkward.
Okay.
So then it comes out that his dad cheated on his mom for like 30-something years.
Oh.
Had a whole other family with this woman with 4 kids. Married to his mom, I believe. Had a child, 4 kids with this other woman.
Okay.
And so they're at like a fire pit, and he's like, I don't remember how it starts, but essentially he's like, I want to meet my brothers.
The kids by the. Okay.
And he's like, and the dad is like stunned. He's just like, so he says, this is not a conversation we should be having. Basically, the dad's like, this is not a conversation we should be having with the cameras. It's gonna make the cut. He's like, I don't know, maybe. And if the cameras help me, then they help me, and we need to have this conversation because you weren't gonna never say nothing. And so he's like, the dad's like, yeah, but you're making this public. And he's like, no, you made it public. When you stepped outside of your marriage and had kids on my mom, that's when you made it public. So then the dad says, well, you made it publicer. Like, this is a quote. This is a quote. And they are sitting there. And so the dad says, I knew it. I knew it. He's like, how do you think? He's like, dad says, you're not considering my feelings and how I feel about this. And I'm a human being too. And like, I don't want to have this conversation with you in
Yes,
front of
with
these
the cameras.
cameras. Like, and this is going to be public. Like,
Yeah.
this is like, I don't want to do that. And so Gerard says, you never considered my feelings when I'm at school with my brothers, and I don't know they're my brothers, but everybody around me knows. I said, oh my God.
What?
We don't need to know this. I understand though.
Ayala fix my life.
Yes.
But no Ayala.
No, Ayala. I said, I understand why you said your dad made it public by stepping out on your mom and them, but your daddy was right. You making it publicer.
Why you making it publicer?
Because you, sir, are making it publicer because I shouldn't know this. I am the publicer. Like, everybody in your town, that's public. I'm the part because I should not I
This
should
is
not
television, honey.
know this. I shouldn't know this. And they just sit there. And then
Is the mom
cuts.
there?
No.
Okay, it's just them two.
Yes, and the mom doesn't accept him because he's gay.
Who?
Gerard. Oh, in the beginning episodes, this man, then he says his dad cheated. He says, I see so much of myself in my dad. And the dad said, what I got to do with you cheating on your boyfriend? That's called trauma. This is called generational trauma.
Wait, did Gerard cheat on his boyfriend?
So many times. This is not funny. But it is so funny because at the beginning of the season, I don't know what to call it. He's like, I love this man. He's so right by me.
That's what Gerard said.
Yes, I love him. Screen goes black. He's on Tinder, on Grindr.
Cheating on the.
Yes, when he's sucking feet, the little thing that went viral, that's not the boyfriend's feet.
He's sucking someone else's toes.
Yes. And just somebody comes through the door immediately. Like there's no like remorse for in every episode. It's only been 4 episodes. I don't think there's one episode where you don't see him with somebody that's not his boyfriend.
Oh my!
He cheats on him, and the boyfriend just comes in just.
Is he?
They did therapy, and the boyfriend was like, I don't know why the boyfriend stays around. I don't know why the boyfriend stays around. It's not good TV. It's not.
But you gonna finish it?
Oh, I'm watching all 8 episodes. I had to ask Kev last night, when is this over? Because I can't turn it off. It is so bad.
Oh my gosh!
It is so bad. Then, did you see his joke about, he said he meant it in a different way. I'm not going to lie. I
didn't take it that way. Okay.
So his boyfriend apparently loves to read books.
Okay.
And so he's like, my boyfriend's really smart. And I like reading books, but my boyfriend be having me reading all the books that like I don't even be wanting to read or I never heard of or whatever. So he be having me feel like I'm into like slave master play because his boyfriend's white.
Okay.
And so he was like, he does, I'm not even going to do it, but he does like a slave voice.
Okay.
Calling his boyfriend master and about reading. And the point was that what I just said, his boyfriend reads a lot. And so it was feeling like this dynamic. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
It just sounded like he was into like that kind of like, it was
not good. Okay. Okay.
I don't recommend this show is actually what I'm trying to say.
Wait, I'm about to watch now. How
No.
you gonna not recommend it?
No. If you want to watch for the train wreck of it all,
Yes.
because once you turn it on, you will not be able to turn it
Okay.
away.
All right.
You will be all in because it is so bad. He did try to walk it back, but I'm not gonna lie. In watching the show, it came across just as he said it. Like he kind of went off. I saw like a Breakfast Club clip where he tried to say Charlamagne misconstrued it, and I watched the show.
Oh.
I too had it misconstrued. I'll just say that. If that's
Okay.
not what he intended, it's certainly what I picked up.
Okay.
It's very not a good show to watch.
Is this his first show?
No, apparently he's won. Like HBO apparently loves this man.
Oh.
He's done so much things with them.
Oh, I'm not.
And
familiar.
won like an Emmy or something for another like documentary he did or something like
Okay.
that. But the thing is, he's like an executive producer on it, and he seems like cognizant enough, like he's involved in the decision making things. But it's almost like I don't know, because I really don't know him. I didn't follow him or anything like that. I'm not familiar with his he did do one. I think it was a Trayvon Martin joke.
Oh.
And I haven't really rocked with him since.
Okay.
Personally, but that's
Got it.
like literally the long and short that I know of him.
Okay.
But he's done other things. But it seems to me, hello, how are you? Yes, yes.
And not speaking things. Hey, girl. How you doing? Y'all talk about some good things.
No, we over here talking about Gerard Carmichael. No, we trying to on him. Yeah. How are you? Yeah. I texted your mama this morning.
I know because she told me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
know that you working in here.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's warm.
Oh, I know. It's actually hot.
It is a little warm today. You smell good.
Yeah, you smell good. Are you just finna work up in here? And your hair look good.
I'm gonna go shoot in there. I just left set to come to this.
We love it. How are you, camera? Yes, we love it.
Thank you.
Very good. I know. I say that now all the time
Okay.
too.
What?
Very good. We got to get up out of here, Mel.
I know.
Okay, I'm done with that. Just don't watch it. That
Okay.
wasn't choice though. For all y'all who thought it was choice, it wasn't choice.
Who?
Taylor.
Oh, Tay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last thing I want to say, I'm done with Gerard Carmichael. Don't watch
Okay.
it. Watch it. Just know if you do watch it, you're probably not gonna be able to turn it off, and you're gonna be mad. Last thing I'm gonna say, do black people watch Sex in the City?
I have never watched that show.
Me either.
Okay.
Can y'all let me know if black people watch Sex in the City? I saw a post from a black girl that said, actually it's an Instagram page I follow, that said Sex in the City is on Netflix. We're so excited to rewatch it. And I said, did I miss this?
I feel like there are certain people on my like Twitter timeline, black women who like were in or are in. I don't know if they watched it originally or just like follow it. I don't really know. I've never watched it. It just doesn't seem like my jam personally. It could be though, and I would never know.
Oh, I need to do a vote. So I started watching 2 episodes last night.
You like it?
I don't think I'm in.
Oh, see.
I kind of want to watch it because I feel like I need if black people watched it, I feel like I should watch it,
Oh,
but
got it.
I don't. I might be out. I don't know. I need y'all to tell me if I should keep going. Okay, go, man.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the circle. We won't spend a ton of time just because that first episode I fell asleep because it was boring. Let me tell you the people that stuck out to me. The man, do I have his name? That man, y'all know the man on there who is feeling. Did he cry? He cried after his first text message exchange.
yes,
He
I
was
feel
all
so
in
bad
his
for her.
feelings about. He is just very emotional.
He's catfishing.
He is catfishing.
His name is Brandon.
Brandon. I like him though, and I want him to like be okay.
Me too.
He is not doing a good job as Olivia, okay, but I am curious about him, okay. The pro basketball player is the most annoying person I've ever
Kyle.
seen on TV because his whole personality is that he is a basketball player, and that is annoying. That can't be your. That's what
the
you have
long and
to
short of-
offer.
Yes, it is.
Sir.
Yes, it is.
You should go. Okay, so he's annoying to me. The Southern Belle who came
can't
on,
stand her.
the little
Cassie?
pink, yeah, she all her words. I like a little southern accent. So I be like, she's funny for me to watch.
I can't stand her.
The AI, because I made it to episode 2, but only the beginning of episode 2, where AI has just been introduced. And I am very curious how this is going to go.
Me too.
I am very
Because the
dog,
cast does not know.
and the dog part seemed immediately to work
Yes.
the way that
Yes,
they
it
said
did.
it would.
Yes.
And I was like, is this editing? Is this prepping? Is this real?
I want to know too. I think it is so interesting that the humanness of saying stupid stuff,
Yes.
the humanness of just being a dummy, not knowing what to say, saying something you think is funny but doesn't land,
Yeah.
is coming across as AI instead of the perfection that the AI is actually doing.
Yes. Yes.
That is fascinating to me.
100%. 100%. So I'm in at this point, kind of, because I haven't even made it beyond. But I'm looking forward to continuing the season and seeing
Okay, I'll
who
keep watching.
goes home. So we'll see. Hopefully it gets better. But that first episode was a struggle for me. Okay, because we have to go. I have to mention this show on Netflix
Please tell me about
called Unlocked. And actually, let me Unlocked in Jail. Hold
it.
on.
It is something like that. It's on Netflix. It was actually trending this
Oh
week.
my
I started it
gosh.
and I had to get out. It felt heavy.
Oh, my. Have you guys watched this show? It is, I just want the full title.
Unlocked a gel experiment.
Unlocked
a jail. Let me tell you what happened. Yesterday, I was supposed to be watching The Circle, and I made a good dinner, and I was like, I'm going to sit here, and I had a little bit of lychee martini left. I'm going to sit here, drink my little martini. I'm going to watch The Circle. I turned it on, was like, I'm out. I'm going to watch this jail show. And I immediately was like, so I go in and out a lot with jail shows like that. You know, I like crime and stuff like that, but I go in and out because I don't like when it's too heavy.
Yeah.
I don't like when sometimes it can feel like too exploitative and not like it can really rub me the wrong way. And it's just not something I can like sit down and just consume a ton of. However, at the beginning of this episode, the Tiny is his name, the black man.
Yep.
He said that he stabbed the first person at 8, and he'd been stabbing mofos ever since. And I was like, hold on, did this man say he'd been stabbing people since he was 8 years old? Jesus. So at first I'm like, oh, what is happening? This is a lot. And then that second man came on, and he said, I robbed a pet store. And my mind went, so that's such an interesting place to rob for like money, because in my mind, pet stores don't have a lot of money. And then he said he robbed the pet store and stole an iguana and a snake. And I said, now what the hell, what is who are the producers of this? Because this man stole an iguana and a snake. And then when the police come, he's trying to get away, and the iguana bites his private part. And then he's trying to scale a fence. The man is trying to get away and go over the fence. And the snake has wrapped itself around and is choking the man. So then he gives up because he can't breathe. He's gonna die. I said, oh, this is, okay, I'm in. All right, Netflix, you got me. You got me.
That's stupid.
So I start watching, and premise of the show is that this sheriff, who is obviously going to be running for somebody's political office at some point in his life, is doing this experiment at a jail. That's important. It's not a prison, but at a jail. And the experiment is...
Wait, they're all in jail?
Yes.
I thought it was a maximum security prison.
No, they're in jail. So it's very like transient. It's a jail. Right? So they're
that
like
makes more
waiting
sense.
for the conclusion of their cases.
Isn't jail normally less than 30 days or 60 days?
Well, it depends. You can be in there for a while. But it is while your case is yet to be resolved. So you can be in there for a while.
Got it.
Doug has been in there for 5 years. So you know what I'm saying?
Got it.
You're waiting for your case to
I thought it was
some
maximum
resolution.
security prison.
No. However, because it is a jail, people are in there who have committed all types of crimes.
It makes so much more sense to me. Because I thought it was a prison. I said, why is he in here with him?
Oh,
these aren't the same level of
no.
crimes.
Yeah, so there's like
Got it.
drug offenses, but there's also capital murder charges.
Yes.
People in there. Right.
Got it.
So, and the point is that the sheriff has this new experiment that he is trying out in cell block H, which is leaving the doors of the cells open 24 hours a day. The guards, instead of like patrolling inside of this cell block, they are basically in like camera rooms, like watching, but the inmates just get to like be around. And as time continues on, as they are able to be a community, the sheriff then allows them more privileges. And so at first it's just like 24 hours, you get to like be free. After a while, he gives them free phone. So instead of having to have money on your account to call your family, all the phones are free. And then, you know, other things start being able to be implemented as the inmates are able to work together. It was an emotional roller coaster I was not prepared for. I hit play and did not stop until it ended. Okay.
How many episodes?
Maybe 8.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly. But you, Tiny, that guy, the stabbing guy, you end up going on this journey with him about like his child and his relationship with his child. He has a son, and like this yearning, honestly, for him to like have a relationship, but like he's in jail. And one of the problems about phones, when you don't have money and none of your family has money and nobody's putting money on your books, you can't make calls. You can't make calls to your lawyer. You can't make calls to anybody. So it's really hard to maintain a relationship. And so these free phone privileges like changes his situation dramatically.
Right.
You know, like he's able to actually make calls. it's like, so like that kind of, those kind of things were like fascinating. You go on this beautiful journey with him, of him like trying to establish this relationship with his son. But there's also, of course, jails have, like you're saying, mixed population where the crimes may vary. There's also different gang affiliations. There's Bloods and there's Crips, and there's, you know, maybe a Mexican gang or somebody from a Mexican gang or whatever. And so like having an environment where like the literal authority is removed and you guys have to figure it out. And there's also this age dynamic, right? There's these young people and they just call them the old heads, and the old heads call them the youngsters. And the young people don't want to feel like they are being told what to do by the old people, but they also in some instances respect them as OGs and like all of that. So it's like all of these different dynamics at play, and the guards are removed. So it's like, who's going to take control?
Yeah.
Should somebody take control?
Right.
Because there's also like, if you take control, now you the police, you the authority, and we rebel literally
Against-
by definition, where these felons and these criminals, like we don't like authority.
Right.
So there's this like conflict that happens, but you also need order. So it is fascinating. Okay. Absolutely fascinating. Here's the one thing I will say, and
Did
why I wish
somebody die?
Nobody dies.
Because that's what I knew was going to happen. That's why I turned it off.
It is a journey, and it is much better than I anticipated. However, at one point, there is a fight. And this is what I'm going to say about the fight, because I don't want to spoil it. Number one is, I appreciated them showing this aspect, because while watching, if everything goes in harmony and everything just works, you start to feel like this is fake, because jails have fights and everybody knows that. And so if you're not showing both sides, it starts to feel like this is not a real jail. Y'all are fake, blah, blah, blah. So I appreciated them showing this fight. However, when you talk about heavy, it is hard. I'm not a person who can watch fights, which is dumb, because years ago I used to be like, let's pull up to the fight. And today I think about the pain and how it's too much. So it was hard to watch. However, what they fight for, the people who do fight, like everything about it was also like gave me so many like emotions and like conflicting emotions and thoughts, and like it's upsetting, all this stuff. So anyway, highly recommend. Great show. Just know there is a fight. That's going to be hard to watch, but get through it, because I think the journey is worth it. And at the end, the sheriff has to decide, based on everything that has happened over this time frame, if he should continue. It was just an experiment that was supposed to, I think, 9 weeks or 6 weeks after the time period. Is this something that he can just implement, and should he do it to other like cell blocks? And so he has to make this decision based off of the experiment and what has happened. And so that, I think the final episode was good to watch. It was a good conclusion. The other thing I'll say quickly, because we do have to go, I then had to look up everybody that is on the show, because they will tell you drug charge. They will tell you capital murder. And sometimes when you hear crimes like that without the full story, or it takes away the reality of that crime to me. And so looking up the crimes changed how I feel about some of them.
Oh,
because you're
they're
like,
violent.
They're violent. They're violent. And how they are in jail, you start to see the humanity, right? And then you have to somehow in your mind counter that, right? Like reconcile that with these very violent and brutal and sad crimes that they have committed. And it's hard. So don't look it up if you don't want to know. But if you do want to know, there are many articles at this point that have like told what their crimes are and what they're in jail for. And
because can you start to like or fall, not fall in love, but like these, because
Absolutely.
they become characters.
They become characters.
And then you have to remember they're in an actual jail. They're going to actual court to go prosecuted for an actual crime.
100%.
And it was
Yep. And actually, one of the things, the way that it ends, they tell you what happens kind of afterward. But of course, shows are shot typically months before they're put out.
Right.
And so one of the guys that you will, I'm sure, grow to love on the show, and start to really, really want to fight for and hope for and truly believe like he can do it. He can get out and he's going to do it. In January, he got rearrested for the crime. And it was very disappointing, actually. I was like, we were all rooting for you.
We were all rooting for
But
you.
that's the kind of it. You start to get invested in them and want better and more for them. And so to see that he got out and he seemed to be doing well, and then he actually just got caught in January for drugs, it's like, dang. Anyway, highly recommend. One more thing, last thing.
Okay.
It also makes you pissed off at the judicial system and the way I've been reading this book.
Wait, how did you pronounce it? Is that how you supposed to pronounce it?
Judicial? Oh, judicial, I guess.
I just say judicial.
Oh, I think there's two. It's a ICIAL. I struggle with it too. It's not the easiest word. But I've been reading this book and this chapter about the purpose of punishment and like what is the purpose, obviously, of prison. And, you know, that's like a very controversial topic. It's like rehabilitation or actual
you like
punishment.
the eyes in
like,
words.
Huh?
You like the eyes in words. Say controversial.
Controversial?
Let me finish. I like the eyes and words. It's funny.
Judicial.
That's how I say it, is judicial.
That other I in there makes me say judicial.
Just keep going with your story.
Okay, the point is, one of the guys ends up going on suicide watch. He has these thoughts of like feeling like he wants to harm himself is probably trigger. I don't know if even just saying
Trigger
the word
warning.
is a trigger. What they do, though, is put you in the hole in jail when that happens. And it's so infuriating because...
Wait, while you're on suicide watch, you're just in the hole alone in a dark room?
With nothing to be able to harm yourself, essentially. And it's so infuriating because you're like, we got to do better. Like, this is how we are... This is our solution.
Welcome to America.
So there is another part of this that, like... is infuriating when you actually think about the way our criminal justice system works and the way that we impose punishment on people and like what all of that is. It can get upsetting. Highly recommend. That's the point.
They said, what's the name of the book
that I'm reading?
Yeah. You rather not say?
I'll tell you. It is, you guys are not going to want to read it, but I'll tell you. Examples and explanation for the law. Oh, hold on. Examples and explanations for the law. I got two, maybe. Oh, for criminal law. So I'm reading a book on criminal law and torts. Torts are civil lawsuits, basically, like what you can sue people for. And then this is the one just about criminal law.
That sounds like a textbook. That don't sound like a book.
It definitely is.
No, why are you reading this?
Because I want to take the baby bar.
Are you going to? I was just about to ask you.
I don't know if I'm going to take it, so don't harass me about it. But I am reading about it because the baby bar tests you on torts, criminal law, and contracts. And
so do you want to make a gin and juice episode where we test you on the stuff?
Oh my God, please don't test me.
Yeah, we can make like a fake quiz.
I don't want that.
And then you can answer and give us all the answers.
No, but I am reading about it's all very fascinating. I will say I'm learning so much about laws and the way that they work.
Okay, very good. All right, you guys.
You made me hot.
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. It felt like a spotlight.
Yes.
Sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
It's fine.
Anything else?
No.
All right, very good. If you don't want to read torts, we're reading a very smutty book. I'm just like. Thank you guys so much for joining us in this week's episode of Gin and Juice. We will not be in your feed for the Patreon on Monday. We're going to shoot on Tuesday after Here's the Thing, The Bald and the Beautiful, and then Gin and Juice. If you're just listening, you're not in the Patreon, this will drop at the normal scheduled time, whatever day of the week it is, I can't remember. But we won't be live on Monday. We will be live on Tuesday. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.